Hey guys, I'm back today. We're at Chepanak Cemetery in Rock Island, Illinois, and we're just looking around, and we found this grave of a 5-year-old and 8-year-old that died on the same day in 1878, and their dog is buried right next to them. I'm going to show you the grave. The story that I've heard is the two children died on the same day in 1878, October 22nd. And then after they died, the dog would come lay by their grave all day and then go home at night, come back the next day. And when the dog died, they had it buried right in here next to the kids. Show you a couple more graves while we're over here. Then we're going to head over to an area that has 2 Civil War generals. And I'll show you those graves when we get over there. Graveyard burn today is pretty big. I think there's about 25,000 people buried here. So I'm only going to show you a couple portions of the cemetery. It's an old cemetery though. I'm going to shut the camera off and I'll turn it back on when we get over the Civil War generals, and I'll show you their graves and possibly 1 or 2 other notable graves, people that are buried in the cemetery, and I'll show you some cool headstones if I see any along the way. Alright. This right here is the grave of Brigadier General Napoleon Bonaparte Buford. He was a Civil War Brigadier General, graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1831, and resigned his commission in 1835, joined the Union Army in August of '61, and saw service at the battles of Belmont, Island No. 10, Corinth, and the Vicksburg Campaign. In April of 1862, he was appointed Brigadier General of the U.S. Volunteers and commanded the District of East Arkansas. His half-brother, Major General John Buford, is known for some Gettysburg fame. And then we got another Brigadier General from the Civil War, buried right over here. This is him and his wife. And this is Civil War Union Brigadier General after graduated from the United States Military Academy at West Point in 1828. He fought in every major battle, every major war until his death. During the Civil War, he served as Lieutenant Colonel of the 8th United States Regular Infantry, then as Colonel of the 3rd U.S. Infantry, before being placed in charge of all Union prisoner war camps and hospitals. While in that capacity, he contributed to the suffering of Confederate prisoners by stifling their their rations. Camp commanders and outside groups attempted to improve the prison conditions. He was a brevetted brigadier general of the U.S. Regular Army on March 13th, 1865. And after the Civil War, he commanded a regiment in St. Louis, Missouri from December of 1865 until April of 1866. And at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, April of 1866 to March of 1868, he retired from service in 1870 at the rank of colonel. And at the bottom is where it marks his grave. This is William Hoffman, 1807 to 1884. The Lord is my shepherd. So, two notable graves right behind each other. Eliza Wilson, wife of John W. Spencer, born in New Haven, Vermont, April 2nd, 1812, died in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, January 8th, 1888. Another Woodman of the World monument over here. This is B.F. Craig, born May 26, 1831, died March 23, 1892, Company B of the 8th Iowa Infantry. Margaret Kay, wife of W. West, born January 22nd, 1845, died December 11th, 1918. This headstone is come up out of the ground. Alright guys, I got a couple more. I think I have one more notable person that I know where they're buried, so I'll turn the camera back on when I get over there, or if I see a interesting looking headstone, I'll turn the camera back on. This is the grave of U.S. Congressman Ben Cable. He served the United States House of Representatives as a Democrat from Illinois in the 10th Congressional District to the 52nd Congress, which was from March of 1891 to March 3rd of 1893. In 1892, he declined to be a candidate for another term as the district was mainly Republican. Cable missed 177 of 304 roll call votes, which is 58.2%. Born in Kentucky, his family relocated to Illinois. When he was 3 years old, he was the son of Philander Lathrop Cable and his wife Mary Jane Taylor. He was educated in public schools and Racine College, which is now the University of Wisconsin at Parkland. He was a graduate of the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor in 1876, married Maria Benton, 1882, and the couple resided in France for some time. He engaged in agricultural pursuits. Co-owner of a ranch owner near San Antonio, Texas, he became interested in various manufacturing enterprises. He retired as president of a railroad company. He served as a chairman of the West Branch of the Democratic National Committee in 1892. And this is where he's buried. This is a grave of Captain David M. Tipton, 1828 to 1904. And he's got this giant anchor in the ground, right next to his headstone. Here's another grave with a giant anchor. A.J. Whitney. I think he was 1879 to 1942. Show you before we end the day. This memorial right here, erected by Rock Island Monument Association to all the soldiers and sailors of the American Wars, AD 1915, 1898 to 1902. Alright, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for the day. I've covered a lot of the cemetery. It's huge. Got most of the notable graves I was looking for. So if you're liking the content on my channel, please like, share, subscribe. And see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other.